we're about to have a singles matchup scheduled for one fall. If J-Rocc is able to win the matchup, both he and Dave Kich will face Lendl 2-on-1 at a later date. However, if Andrew Palace can win this matchup, then just Dave Kich will be forced to be in this very ring with Lendl.
Time. You know what it's time for?
Well, I just heard it in the song, but I think you're going to want to say it anyway.
To give it up one time for J-Rocc. Daddy!
But, BC, with Dave Kich barred from the building, who will introduce J-Rocc?
You know what? I'm going to go. Can I go?
No, stay here. You really want to be out there with Mathis running around and all the chaos that's going on all night?
I think I'll stay here.
J-Rocc's in a bad mood. I believe that plans A and B have already been foiled based on who I had to throw out earlier.
You know how hard it is to be without your pal, your compadre, your friend? How would you feel if I wasn't here right now?
A lot less stressed.
Exactly. You'd be downtrodden and miserable.
Something like that.
And what's with Dave Kich? He was trying to sell drinks and chips. He snuck me a few chips.
For $14!
Well, Joe, it's inflation.
The inflation of the ego of Dave Kich. I knew that wasn't going to work.
Well, he's no Dave Kich.
Hailing from the west side of Cleveland, Ohio.
Sorry, Mike Z.
Cut this, jabronis, Mike! Nobody needs to hear from you! You might be the second worst ring announcer I've ever seen. Regardless, you damn sure ain't no Dave Kich.
Now that's true.
That's a good thing.
You don't even need a ring announcer or an introduction, because there ain't a damn person in this building or watching on that screen that don't know who your boy is. Each and every one of you know that I am the big daddy of destruction. I am the king of Cleveland, and I am damn sure the greatest professional wrestler walking God's green dead. And tonight, you talk about Nick Lendl's board from the building. Dave Kich, Joe Dombrowski done made sure Dave Kich wasn't going to be here tonight. Y'all had a good laugh at that. I didn't ask him to come here, and I don't need him, because I'm a lot tired of this thing being about ring announcers. Because what you've got here tonight is Andrew Palace, one of the greatest wrestlers that you'll ever see in this ring today. And you've got your boy, and I'm even better. And tonight, two wrestlers, no ring announcing jabronis, two professional wrestlers start this thing, but only one of them is taking it home. Give it up one time for your boy. Give it up one time for tonight's winner. Give it up one time for J-Rocc.
A bold and boisterous set of comments by J-Rocc, but do you believe, BC Steele, that J-Rocc did not ask Dave Kich to come here? Do you believe J-Rocc would rather have this be one-on-one?
Absolutely. J-Rocc is as honorable as the day is long. He is a man that always gets the job done on his own. And if he said that he did not think that Dave Kich, or did not want Dave Kich here tonight, I believe him.
Well, I think Kich thought because Lendl got thrown out and bought a ticket last month, it was that easy for Kich to buy a ticket and sneak in this time, but the rules are different, and it's because of what Kich did to this man, Andrew Palace, who is well on his way to defeating J-Rocc a month ago until Dave Kich pulled the leg. See, Palace thinks Mike Z does a good job.
What does he know?
Kich pulled the leg of Andrew Palace. He's got great taste in ring announcers. You see his partner in December? Andrew Palace had his leg grabbed by Dave Kich, and as a result, Palace got counted out. A second referee came out to restart the match. He got punched in the face by J-Rocc before he could uphold that ruling, so I upheld it for him. These officials have power and will not be abused here.
Palace was ready to fight. He might have had that smile on his face, but he was ready to go the second he came out of that curtain. By the way, I still think you haven't even liked Dave Kitch's tweet. What is wrong? Why are you a sourpuss? Yeah, the man can't earn an honest living selling stuff at the concession stand.
I'm not going to retweet it. I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to give him a job in the concession stand.
Hashtag justice for Kich. How about that?
How about hashtag just go away? Just miss one event. That's all I'm asking. One event.
What is Premier without Dave Kich?
A lot more peaceful.
3, 4.
Get a clean break? Well, if I know J-Rocc, there's a plan somewhere. And Nick Lendl is not here tonight because Nick Lendl actually listens. He actually got himself a commitment in Texas ring announcing a non-pro wrestling event. That's what happens when one opportunity falls by the wayside. You pick yourself up and find an opportunity somewhere else. Lendl's out somewhere making money and proving why he's a great ring announcer, and Kich is being a pest and sneaking around the bowels of the building.
Man, who peed in your Wheaties?
Did anything I say, was anything I just said wrong?
Yes, Dave Kich doesn't hide, or whatever other word.
He was crouching beneath the snack bar. Were you not paying attention? He was.
Well, he's crouching Dave Hidden Kich.
Yeah, he's really hidden now. I hope we don't get to find him for the rest of the night. J-Rocc on the top wrist lock. Try to get out of the Palace technical wrestling. Palace runs around so much and has such a fiery disposition and so much energy. You don't see that mat wrestling a lot. But in this case, Palace being very tentative. Keep in mind it was J-Rocc injuring the back of Palace in that tag match that also involved the ring announcers a couple of months ago. Palace knows how dangerous J-Rocc can be.
And you mentioned the amateur skills of Andrew Palace, a former amateur wrestler, if I'm not mistaken. J-Rocc, a great amateur wrestler as well. Actually, an alternate for the Olympics, he had let me know.
Oh, he had let you know?
Yes.
That must be true then.
Why do you doubt the man? Well, name something he's ever done wrong.
Are you serious?
Are you still upset about the Santa J-Rocc thing?
This whole thing is his fault.
No, it's Lendl's fault for not learning his place.
Him and Kich for bullying people and trying to take advantage of him 2-on-1. Palace a crossface. We'll see if J-Rocc can find a way out of this.
Holy, please.
Shoulders down, only for one.
Joe, not everybody gets a trophy. Not everybody gets to ring announce.
Oh, J-Rocc went downstairs on Palace that time.
I think that was in the lower abdominal.
I don't think it was. I think J-Rock's pleading his case, but Palace went down like a ton of bricks.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. It might have been an errant shot.
Oh, I'm sure. J-Rocc would never do something like that.
See, I'm glad you agree.
Oh, stop.
Save me from saying it.
J-Rocc all over the hair. Oh, caught him downstairs with a knee. Midsection area that time, thankfully.
I've known J-Rocc for almost 20 years. He has
sorry.
never, ever once said something to me that wasn't true, that either didn't happen or wasn't going to happen. He's always on the straight and narrow with me.
And listen, you can talk about Lendl and not everybody gets a trophy. Lendl never wanted a trophy. He just wanted to do his job and be left alone. What's wrong with that?
You know, Lendl could have learned something from Dave Kich. He could have been a big D himself. He could have been a big deal. But instead, he tried to put on his big boy pants. He got in there with J-Rocc. He ended up getting hurt. I'm gonna say so. I don't think Nick Lendl wants any of Dave Kich. How about that?
He had him pinned in a tag match until J-Rocc hit him with a chair.
Nah, I don't remember it that way.
Well, you saw the footage, and J-Rocc all over Andrew Palace here. Look out. Palace tried to elevate J-Rocc to the floor. J-Rocc puts the brakes on biting the head of Palace. He'll find a way to excuse that. Oh, check this out. Suplex to the floor. Palace fighting here. This could end the matchup already. Palace into the midsection. This could get very dangerous. What is Palace looking at? Well, this could be the end of J-Rocc. Palace got a German suplex J-Rocc to the floor. J-Rocc hanging on for dear life.
Well, that'll be the end of the match, no doubt.
Oh, look out. Both men tumble to the floor. I don't know who got the worst of that.
That's definitely not what Andrew Palace was going for. I think Palace planned on throwing J-Rocc into the first or second row.
Well, either way, Palace seems to have gotten the damage done on J-Rocc. And J-Rocc caught Palace coming back in with that neck breaker. Perfectly timed. J-Rocc could get the victory here. 2 count only. J-Rocc protesting a bit, but you can see the damage has certainly been done on Andrew Palace.
J-Rocc's doing the smart thing. J-Rocc's got to take it to him. J-Rocc's got to lay it in. J-Rocc's got to just slap him around a little something, something.
Seems there's a bit of commotion going on with the fans. Hopefully security on top of that. But we'll move on and call this matchup J-Rocc.
Well, Joe, the commotion is they're excited for J-Rocc. I think they're finally coming around.
J-Rocc bad-mouthing Palace.
J-Rocc is somebody you can look up to.
What is the most redeeming quality J-Rocc has?
His ability to win over people and influence and make friends. And
We are not talking about the same person.
Absolutely. And did you not hear him earlier? He's the greatest professional wrestler in the game today.
Good for him. I don't know how the hell you figure that out, but good for him. And Palace unloading, reversing in the corner, peppering J-Rocc with right hands.
Well, he does have till 5. We do have rules, do we not?
We do. And Palace, he's got so much energy, he can fire off a lot of shots in 5 seconds.
You still have not given it up, not even one time. In all the time you and I have been doing this. Never once.
J-Rocc gives it up enough times for himself.
Yeah, but Joe, it's on you to give it up one time.
I'm busy running the company and carrying a broadcast, if you don't mind. Palace.
But carry it.
Ouch.
Joe, we're a team.
Something like that. J-Rocc on the receiving end of the Palace knife edge. Could this be all of it? Keep in mind the stipulations. We need to continue to emphasize this because this is not just an important matchup between J-Rocc and Palace. If Palace wins, Lendl gets Kich one-on-one next month. If J-Rocc wins, it's J-Rocc and Kich versus Lendl 2-on-1 next month. It's the stipulation we tried to hold a month ago. Palace on top for 2. However, thanks to that inconclusive ending, we had to come back with this rematch.
Joe, could you imagine J-Rocc and Dave Kich against Nick Lendl?
I would rather not. That could be the end of Lendl.
I would love it.
Oh, explosive clothesline.
I mean, the end of Nick Lendl, it just sounds good.
I don't think so at all. Look, J-Rocc on top, 2 count only.
You know,
And then Kich is the ring announcer every month?
oh, it'd be like heaven.
Heaven, please.
You know, when Nick Lendl started, I tried to give the kids some advice, tried to show him the ropes. He blew right past me. I wrote him off on that day.
Sounds like somebody gave him some good advice before you showed up.
Well, hey, I take that as an insult. Dave Kich tried to give him advice, blew him off, so J-Rocc had to teach him a lesson in R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That does not sound like the Lendl I know.
No, that's not. Well, you don't know the same Nick Lendl.
See Palace's chest turning colors.
It's another reason to like J-Rocc. He's taking it to Andrew Palace.
What do you have against Andrew Palace?
Do you have an hour?
Neckbreaker, Russian leg sweep style, nicely done, 2 count only.
Way too energetic. He's laid his hands on me in the past. He's got frizzy hair. Need to get that J-Rocc haircut.
All of those reasons are pretty understandable, but I hear J-Rocc saying do it for Nick Lendl. J-Rocc, so abrasive, always running his mouth no matter what the situation. And Palace is in a bad way right now. Palace has been on the defensive for several minutes. And you see J-Rocc completely controlling Palace, crimping that neck.
Well, J-Rocc is a prize fighter. J-Rocc when it come time to get it done. See, I'm so verklempt, I can't even use the English language like I want to. When it comes time to get it done, that's when J-Rocc kicks it into a different gear that a lot of guys don't have.
Palace to his feet. And dunks down. J-Rocc hits the buckle. Well, keep in mind, J-Rocc tried to start that handicap match with Kich against Lendl impromptu a month ago. So you know J-Rocc wants to get his hands on Lendl badly. And J-Rocc gets the knee up. What's this? J-Rocc DDT. Counter. Blue Thunder bombed by J-Rocc. Nicely done.
Joe, that's it.
Beyond. Oh.
We were half a count away from you being able to sign the end of Nick Lendl. How is that going to feel for you?
Yeah, I'll do it if I have to, if J-Rocc wins this matchup, but these are the stipulations that were agreed to. I can't do anything to change that. I uphold the official's decision, and that's all that it comes down to it. I'm not going to take up for Lendl, give him preferential treatment, because he agreed to all this. He's a man. He's going to stand on his own 2 feet, live or die.
You know, we're going to have the end of Nick Lendl one way or another. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Palace counters.
Well, maybe not the end of J-Rocc, but certainly a different ending to the night.
The end of his lineage.
You know, if Lendl were to get in there one-on-one with Dave Kich, he's the most jacked-up ring announcer.
Yeah.
That doesn't serve well for Nick Lendl either. Maybe Lendl can get in a lucky shot now and then, but playing the long game, my money's on Dave Kich.
Were you watching that tag match? Wait, J-Rocc biting Palace.
I think we analyzed it. I'm starting to think you and I are two different people.
No, you don't think so. J-Rocc trying to go high risk. Look at Palace spring up. And J-Rocc a hard tumble to the ground.
Joe, this is one of those situations, it might be a cliche, but the first man to get to his feet has the advantage and could be the one to put this away. We've seen both men take a lot of punishment at this point. You see Palace trying to get everybody into it. J-Rocc just trying to get himself up off the mat.
Without question, this matchup has taken its toll. Imagine being Andrew Palace and feeling like you do have Nick Lendl's future, his health, his livelihood in the palm of your hands. There must be so much pressure on Andrew Palace moving forward. Palace connecting in the corner, J-Rocc. Looked like J-Rocc was out on his feet, but able to counter.
That's that smart veteran gamesmanship with J-Rocc.
Palace up and over. Devastating German suplex. God, what impact.
Well, J-Rocc's throwing wild shots right now, but I don't think they're going to be connected.
Second time. J-Rocc could be completely out of it by this point.
You know, you see a boxer towards the end of the match, he just starts throwing punches and gets that wide look in his eye. Oh, well, that didn't work out for J-Rocc how he intended.
J-Rocc trying to stay a step ahead, but Palace rolls on. J-Rocc down. Is it Lendl and Kich next month? No. And man, that's about as close as he can get. Palace. Man, he is in a bad way right now, but so is J-Rocc. What do these two have left in them?
Well, it can't be much.
J-Rocc to the floor here. Wait a second. Oh, Palace suicide diving. Looks like J-Rocc had made some incidental contact with that fan at ringside. Hopefully he's okay.
Too bad he couldn't take out the whole front row.
Wait a minute. Fan was wearing a mask. I saw that mask get removed, and that better not be.
Help me! You're a fan!
Now, Joe, why do you got fans laying hands on fans?
That doesn't look like a fan. That face looks familiar. I think we know who that is. Yeah, come on.
No.
We got to do something about this.
Well, now this fan, after being assaulted by those other...
Stop calling him a fan.
Well, he was assaulted.
Who the hell does that look like to you?
Oh, my goodness, that is Dave Kich.
No, you don't say.
How brave of him to to sit amongst those cretins.
Oh, stop it. J-Rocc from behind, Palace into the poke.
Oh,
Kich is not allowed here. Can we get somebody up here to get me something to take care of this guy?
I just hope Dave Kich is okay. I mean, to sit up, look at that idiot right there with that. Joe,
Well, since you're here, let's finish this off, baby.
Oh, come on.
J-Rocc makes a good point. Since Dave Kich is here, I mean, he might as well just, help out.
This is going to be the end for Andrew Palace. I gotta go. I gotta find something. I gotta put a stop to this. I gotta get out of here.
Joe, wait. Joe, we have a job to do. Do you mind? Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Joe Dombrowski leaves me to myself. But the point I was making, Dave Kich is already out here. Might as well, help out a friend. What good are friends if they can't help you out now and then? As well, Dave Kich bravely defending himself once again against Andrew Palace after Andrew Palace cowardly laid his hands on him. See, J-Rocc, an honest man, wasn't going to use the chair. We're going to be giving it up one time for J-Rocc and for Dave Kich. And I think this is over. Oh, no. Wait a minute, Andrew Palace, J-Rocc might have been showboating a little bit too much. Dave Kich is down and Joe Dombrowski is out. Hey, wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Joe Dombrowski is not an officer of the law as far as I know. Now what? Now we've got a show to do, and poor Dave Kich can't defend himself. Although this does mean we're going to have Andrew Palace and J-Rocc one-on-one, one way or another, as Joe Dombrowski sees fit. Defenseless Dave Kich, but now we're getting into it. This is exactly what you get when you've got these two men in the ring. Throwing blows to say who can be the last man standing, quite literally at this point. Bring what you can. Palace is going to throw those shots too. Don't discount them. Oh, J-Rocc with a smart move, thumb to the eye. It's going to be which man can blink first. Palace with those headbutts. Palace has one of the hardest heads you're ever going to find. Both men giving it everything they've got right now. Oh, J-Rocc's got him. 1, 2, oh. Dave Kich thought it was 3. I thought it was 3. Palace able to counter the pile driver. If that would have been it, it would have been over. We would have been, again, signing off to the end of Lendl. Looking for that hernia driver. He's got him. There is not a single person in this building that did not have this written off. J-Rocc able to kick out of the hernia driver. Maybe, just maybe, due to the constant encouragement from Dave Kich. certainly behind Palace right now. That $5 will get you a cup of coffee. Palace going for a second hernia driver. J-Rocc able to fight it off with a bite, but that didn't turn the tide. Oh, it's over. Referee Tom Dunn says no. 2 99/100ths is not 3. J-Rocc may Dalthoff protests too much. Gonna cost him. He's got to stay on Palace. Just the idea of Lendl against J-Rocc and Kich. I mean, that's a main event. And now J-Rocc says it's over. J-Rocc adding a little insult to injury. Palace again going for that hernia driver. No, J-Rocc's going to fight it off. Palace wins it. Hernia driver. Threw me off for a second, quite frankly. Andrew Palace hits the hernia driver. Dave Kich noticeably and reasonably upset, and that means on March 9th, we are going to have one-on-one, like it or not, no matter how you slice it, we are going to have Dave Kich and Nick Lendl. Something that has been building up for over the course of a year or more. Mano a mano, we're going to find out who the better man is, Dave Kich and Nick Lendl. Oh yeah, and now Joe Dombrowski unhooks unhooks Dave Kich. Well, we know Dave Kich is going to be training J-Rocc when he wakes up, to understand the fate that beholds his soon, well, his personal ring announcers. We see Palace reveling in that. He's a bully. Well, just to reiterate, like it or not, we're going to see one-on-one. Finally, Andrew Palace gets the victory, so we will see Nick Lendl taking on Dave Kich, and, well, Dave Kich unhappy to say the least.